Ever since I've known Brooke, she's always loved France.
They sold everything they had and set off to find their perfect Parisian apartment.
I love Parisian charm, old details.
Every client I have wants French charm.
Ooh la la. I love this.
I love the idea of having French charm, but I don't need it. Yeah, it looks like Louis XIV's bed, actually.
That's 18th century beams.
If the apartment comes modern with clean lines, I'm happy. Well, what's wrong with the mirror?
It's old, Joe. It's just old.
Bonjour.
I came to France for the very first time when I was 17 years old. Can I get a chocolat chaud?
Chocolat chaud, definitely.
Just after college, I was determined to move to Paris.
And she did.
I'm from California and he's from New York.
Jonas was living in California.
And I happened to be working with Brooke's best friend, Amity, and she showed me a picture of Brooke and said, I think you two would hit it off, but she lives in Paris. And I thought, well, that's not going to work.
Well, welcome to Paris.
Yeah, thank you.
So when Brooke was home for her summer holiday, I invited her to a 4th of July barbecue at my house.
And we hit it off.
So Brooke moved back to the States.
Now we have 2 boys. I think we were really missing city life, and we felt like it would be a good time to have a new adventure.
They had recently started their own company, and working from home, it suddenly struck them.
We thought, well, if we can work from anywhere, why not choose somewhere where we really, really love? And because I took her away 15 years ago from Paris, it was an obvious choice for us to try to get back to live here. The time is right for us to move now. Our boys are still young enough to go on an adventure, so if we're not going to do it now, then we're never going to do it.
Wow, how does one describe Paris in 25 words or less?
Paris is full of life and a lot of energy. There's a lot of movement, so many different people.
I think the architecture sort of sets the stage in the city, so you already have this beautiful backdrop. And then to add all of the different types of people and street artists and musicians, you can't go down a street in Paris and not sort of feel inspired or re-energized about life because there's so much going on and it's so beautiful.
And let's not forget the food. We're looking for a 2-bedroom apartment, and we'd love to be in the Marais if possible. I lived in Paris many years ago, and to me, that place is the most beautiful and inspiring.
Do you care whether it's old or new or?
For me, the older, the better. I love Parisian charm, old details.
Well, I agree with Brooke on the charm. I would love it to have modern appliances and modern amenities. We have 2 boys. They are rambunctious and very active, so I would love the 2-bedroom to be as large as possible. I would love enough space to have a home office.
You're working from home?
Yes, I work from home.
What's your budget?
Well, I think we'd like to stay around $2,600.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to really try to show them properties in the Marais. But I have one I'm thinking is even better.
And that's where Adrienne begins the house hunt, on an island in the middle of the Seine.
This is the Ile de la Cité, and of course you're not in the Marais, but the Marais is really right there. You can see it from here. So you're in the heart of the city. I mean, this is where life began in Paris.
Wow.
Doesn't get more historic than this. It's a 2-bedroom apartment in this building, and it's on Courtyard, so you're not going to hear the noise of the street.
This has got to be way over budget.
No, it's right on budget. It's $2,600 a month.
Really?
Yes. Okay, come on in.
Okay.
Look at those wood beams. That is neat.
Those look old.
That's 18th century beams.
Wow.
See, things like this I love. I love chandeliers. I love decorative details.
So now you've got a nice big dining space. And then you've got a full kitchen and a fairly big fridge.
The kitchen is pretty small.
Don't forget, it kind of makes a reverse L in a way. You see?
Okay. Yeah. Something about it doesn't mesh with the rest of the apartment.
Okay, so, and, you know, a pretty good-sized living room.
Yeah,
I think we could fit here.
We could put the boys on our laps.
Yeah.
We could all watch a show together.
For me, the French charm, the style of kind of old Paris isn't as important to me as finding a comfortable apartment because we have Paris all around us.
And then one of the bedrooms is here.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So here you've got a second bedroom, and I actually think that in this apartment, it would be better to put the boys in the master bedroom.
Yeah, well, the boys have taken over most of our lives, so to me, it's really 1.5 bedrooms because that second bedroom is sort of an extension of the living room.
So this master bedroom is over here.
Oh, very nice.
Another chandelier for you.
So, you know, this bed is really twins put together, which means that for the boys it could make sense.
So what I haven't seen is a space to work.
I think that at the entry table, that's a spot you could put a desk. And also there's the corner where the TV is in the living room.
Right, right.
I love the wooden beams. I love the chandeliers. This place oozes Parisian charm. And I particularly love the master bedroom.
It has everything we asked for. I still feel that it's a little tight. This seems like it'd be kind of bouncing off the walls a little bit.
I keep going back to the Marais. I would say that this neighborhood doesn't quite have the same energy as the Marais.
If they gave the Ile de la Cité a chance, I think they'd ultimately love it even more than the Marais. We're really in the heart of the Marais.
Whoa, I love red.
It's a lot of red, actually.
I love this.
I still don't see room for a desk or even a dining room table. What's wrong with the mirror?
It's old, Jonas. It's just old.
Guys, look! This is a magic place.
Brooke has longed to return to Paris since living here 15 years ago.
I moved here and I fell in love with this city.
And now she's done it, this time with a husband and 2 young boys.
It was always just a dream because it seemed like such a far-off goal.
His cards are jumping. No. I think it was our last trip that really planted a seed for us because Jonas was working remotely and we finally realized, yeah, this could happen. Oh.
I mean, I don't speak French, so I was a little bit intimidated by the idea, but because Brooke had lived here before and because she knows the language so well, I felt comfortable.
You have any more cards in your ears?
No.
Can I check?
The biggest challenge may be quickly agreeing on and nabbing a place in this fast-moving market.
I am willing to sacrifice a lot of things to get into a place sooner. For me, that's more of a priority than getting the perfect apartment.
That puts House 1 in play. It's on budget, and
It has everything we asked for. I still feel that it's a little tight.
I would say that this neighborhood doesn't quite have the same energy as the Marais.
Marais means swamp and fits its maze of narrow streets. Adrian walks them straight into it for House 2.
You're really in the heart of the Marais. Oh. And this is a treasure of a street. This is the Rue du Trésor, meaning treasure.
This
And
is
it's-
unbelievable.
Isn't it beautiful? The apartment is right here on the first floor of this beautiful building. It's 2 bedrooms. It has a big modern kitchen with a big refrigerator. And best of all, it's right on your budget at $2,600 a month.
So I think this street would be great for the kids because it's...
There's no cars.
Exactly.
It's a
Perfectly
cul-de-sac.
safe for them. So let's go up.
go.
Okay. I was surprised to find a cul-de-sac in Paris. All right. Whoa.
Big.
Look at this. I love red.
It's a lot of red, actually.
Plus, look, Jonas, look at the size of that refrigerator.
I noticed a dishwasher, too.
Nice plus. There's a full oven and a 4-burner stove and a microwave.
Whoa.
Lots of storage.
Yes.
Look at this.
That's what we need. I love this. Ooh, there's a decorative fireplace. And I really like this mirror. It makes the room feel more open.
Plus, you've got a door directly into the living room.
Okay.
Yeah, go
Let's
see.
go see. Okay.
Yeah, the room's a decent size, but I still don't see kind of room for a desk or even a dining room table.
I suggest maybe adding a dining room table in this corner, and over there would be a good nook for a desk.
I love this decorative fireplace again, and the mirror.
Yeah, well, what's wrong with the mirror? It looks like it's a little dirty.
It's old, Jonas. It's just old.
I love the idea of having French charm, but I don't need it, and if the apartment comes modern with clean lines, I'm happy.
So you see, here's the second bedroom that's just off the kitchen.
Okay, yes. It's a good sized room for the boys. I am still a little concerned about the bed. I really wish we had twin beds.
Maybe the landlord would be willing to change it out.
Right now, I'm feeling a lot of pressure to find a place, and not only find a place, but find the right place. I think that in terms of decorative details, it's got it all for me.
I like the kitchen in general. I don't know how we could have people over for dinner. I think if I put a desk in there and we put a dining room in there, I'm just afraid that there's not a lot of play area for the boys.
Both Brooke and Jonas are concerned that the living room is not large enough to handle a living room, a dining room, and a desk. And it's missing that furniture, so it means they'd have to add it. The next apartment I show them is considerably larger and has a lot more space with a big dining room table and space for an office, 2 full bedrooms, and a big plus, 2 full bathrooms.
Ooh la la.
Oh, come on.
When Brooke met Jonas, it eventually meant that she would have to leave her beloved Paris to move back to the States.
I left Paris because Jonas didn't really have an opportunity to work here.
Merci.
He wasn't able to get working papers. He didn't speak French.
So her love for Jonas took her away from Paris.
So I was hoping that maybe one day I could make it happen again.
But now, he's bringing her back out of his love for her.
Wow, they're gonna want to go on this every day.
I know, I'm afraid of that. We just really want an adventure, and it's hard not to have an adventure in Paris.
Having started their own company, all they need now is to find a place to live.
My top priority is space.
House One doesn't provide that for Jonas.
We could fit here.
We could put the boys on our laps.
Yeah.
We could all watch a show together.
But it's right up Brooke's alley.
I love the wooden beams. I love the chandeliers. This place oozes Parisian charm. And I particularly love the master bedroom.
I think Brooke's #1 priority is location.
House 2 hits that on the nose for Brooke.
You're really in the heart of the Marais
I think this street would be great for the kids.
because it's a cul-de-sac.
Cul-de-sac.
But still has its space challenges for Jonas.
I still don't see room for a desk or even a dining room table.
That difference could make House 3 a topic of hot debate as Adrian moves away from center to deliver enough space for Jonas.
So right now we're on Rue des Filles du Calvaire. Okay, this is the Northern Marais. It's a little more residential because it's not as touristy, and it's in this building right here.
So how many bedrooms?
2 bedrooms, but it has 2 bathrooms.
Ah.
Is it in our budget?
It's a little over your budget at $27.50 per month.
It's not too much over. We'll have to see.
So come on in.
Ooh la la. This is opulent.
That's a good word for it.
I mean, look at this gold detail on the fireplace. Incredible. This is stunning. Yes. Oh, and let's talk about this part.
Dining room table, seats 8. Thanksgiving dinner, no problem.
Well, I'm seeing a lot of beautiful things, and we have some little hands that would like to touch all these beautiful things. I don't know, that just makes me a little nervous. This place is unbelievable. It has so many of those details that catch my eye.
This kitchen is beautiful.
Nice.
I know I asked for modern appliances, but this is the best of both worlds. It's got French character, and it looks like it's pretty new.
It's all new. The only caveat is that the fridge is little fridge.
That is small.
But you know, we shop here every day, not every week. This is the only detail
that's missing. So come see the master bedroom.
All right. When we first arrived, I was thinking that Jonas would be overwhelmed by the opulence of this place. But in fact, he actually appreciates it and enjoys it. So that makes me happy. Okay.
Wow, it's a...
There are no words. I'm kind of speechless.
Yeah, it looks like Louis XIV's bed, actually.
Jonas, look, desk.
A desk, that is great.
Oh, yeah, you got your home office.
Yeah, the only problem is I'm afraid if I'm doing a video chat, my clients might see this bed and think they might be paying me a little too much.
And the second bedroom.
Yeah.
I like that it has 2 beds. That's what we asked for.
And did you notice? Turn around.
Yeah.
A shower in the boys' room?
Wait, what?
Yeah, a
Why?
shower. So there's also a sink here, you see?
You're making it sound like this is a good thing.
I don't know about this. I'm just not sure about them opening and closing it or running into it.
And although it is 2 bathrooms, it's a very strange 2 bathrooms.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled about the shower. I don't want anything to happen.
This apartment has a desk in the bedroom, so I can shut the door and have the privacy I need to do work. I love the kitchen. The only problem, though, is that fridge is really small.
The kids' room, I'm not so thrilled with. It's just not a child-friendly room.
This apartment might be the best compromise until you factor in our kids, and I have no idea what they're going to do to this place.
You really need to make a decision very quickly because these apartments will not stay on the market long.
I have no idea which apartment I want.
I know you're concerned with all of the statues and decorations, but I
Yeah.
think we can get rid of those and make it a little more child-friendly.
The thing we cannot change is that shower and the sink in the boys' room.
What's wrong with that?
I mean,
Where have you been? And I know you don't like making quick decisions, but we do have a few hours to make this decision.
After moving the family all the way from California to Paris, with the freedom of having their own business, Brooke and Jonas must figure out which apartment they're going to live and work in.
Matching that French charm with the conveniences of modern appliances and space for our kids, that's going to be tricky.
House 1 on the Ile de la Cité is on budget
It's $2,600 a month.
Wow, right on the Seine.
and has a lot of Parisian charm.
Ah, look at those wood beams.
I actually thought the entire apartment was beautiful, except for the kitchen.
Kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second bedroom, to me, wasn't really a second bedroom. It was an extension of the living room. It just wouldn't be comfortable. And speaking of comfortable, the living room didn't really have a lot of space to sit around.
The boys on our laps.
Yeah.
We could all watch a show
Yeah.
together.
I don't know how that's gonna work. How about that Rue de Trésor with the cul-de-sac? I couldn't believe that there was an apartment in our price range on a pedestrian street with no traffic in the heart of the Marais.
That one was nice. Ooh, there's a decorative fireplace. I love this. It made me a little sad that there wasn't an actual dining room there. If we ever wanted to have people over, that would be a problem.
House 3 in the Upper Marais has a certain je ne sais quoi.
What was the word you used? Opulent?
Ooh la la.
Not only was it bigger, that was a great dining room for a party. The living room was large, and it had a workspace for me in the bedroom. A desk, that is great.
Oh, yeah, you got your home office.
Which none of the other places had. And that kitchen, I really loved it. But then she opened the fridge, and
That was
I
small.
was deflated.
I would eliminate the one right near the Seine on the
Yeah.
Ile de la Cité.
I think I'm in agreement with you. I couldn't get over the size.
It didn't feel like a true 2-bedroom. I feel like we were getting 1.5 bedrooms. And I know you said that you had one in mind already.
I thought that the best place for us was the Northern Marais because it was so big. The second bedroom for the boys has 2 separate beds, which is what we wanted. I know you're concerned with all of the statues and decorations, but I
Yeah.
think we can get rid of those and make it a little more child-friendly.
The thing we cannot change is that shower and the sink in the boys' room.
What's wrong with that?
I mean,
Where have you been? So what did you like about the Rue de Trésor?
I really just felt like it was kind of the best of both worlds with all the nice Parisian decorative details and charm, but then also a really awesome kitchen, our own bedrooms, doors closing. It seemed like a good layout for us. And I know how much you wanted a home office, but it might make more sense to try to find a workspace somewhere else. You'd already be saving money on rent every month. So maybe we could use some of that money towards finding an office space for you.
I think I'm coming around a little bit to seeing that maybe that's better for the family.
Yeah.
I think I would pick the Rue de Trésor.
I would too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That was easy.
I still can't believe we're here.
Which one do you want, Rocky?
Our kids fell in love with France because they equate it with pastries.
I got all different flavors for us to try.
They think that French people only eat desserts. If we can get 5 more interviews, then I think we'll be good this week. When we moved into this apartment, I didn't know where I was going to work, where I would have a workspace.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Christian.
But it turns out right down the street is a cafe. They have great Wi-Fi.
I would actually move this sentence.
When it's time for Brooke to come help me, she comes and we work together.
Tu veux le ballon? Oui, alors? 1, 2, 3.
The street outside was one of the biggest selling points.
Go get it.